Hey guys, and thank you for your interest in this kit today. First off, this is my everyday carry bag. Got your water, utility tool, flashlight, hygiene, pistol, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the kit that you're interested in. So this pack right here, which I carry every day with me, set this on the floor. See if I can set this up so you guys can see. There are other videos with this listing. The kits that I used to make, they've been revamped. This one's been revamped. The other kits came with a base plate compass, which was very large, and I decided that it took up too much room in the pack. Most people don't know how to use a map compass anyway, and you're probably not going to have a map with you to begin with that would work with it. So that has been taken out. But you still have a signaling mirror. So this kit I'm really proud of. It's been reduced down. It still has a lot of room in it for you to put your own stuff in it. The other kits also came with a knife. It was a cheap knife, a $5 or $6 knife. This one doesn't include a knife. You should have your own knife that you carry with you every day that you like. However, I have about 5 or 6 of them left, and I'm going to include them with the kits until I run out of them. I don't need them. So I'm going to unload everything here and then go through each item separately to show you what all is in the kit. I'm very proud of this kit. This is something I use all the time. I like to do things with a modular system, which means that this pack here I keep with me all the time. But then when I go for like a hike, I can take this. This is all I'll need. If I go on a 3-day camping trip with the buddies, then I'll put this in a 3-day pack because it still has all my fire starting stuff. It still has my paracord. Still has my signaling. But of course, on my 3-day pack, I'll have a military style poncho. I'll have a larger first aid kit, bigger items. But this will go with the 3-day pack. So let's get started. This is a nylon ripstop material. It is not waterproof, but it is water resistant. It has this hook on the end that you can attach it to your other pack, or it also fits into a standard thigh pocket. I researched these out and I really like these a lot. So you'll get that. You also get a waterproof bag. This can be used as a water collector. It's about the size of a quart. So with the water purification tablets that are included in your kit, you can purify water with this. But you can also put things that you don't want to get wet. If you get into, I'm in a dry environment, but if you're in a wet environment and you're out, and you don't want your items to get wet, you can take them out of this pack, put them in here, wear it around your neck, you know, to keep things dry. Your ID, your phone, your C-locks, your 4x4 bandages, whatever. So when I put a kit together, I like for each item to have more than one use. Everything in this kit has more than one use. So those are the 2 carriers. Let's start off with shelter. You get a really large 3 mil trash bag. This thing is huge. I'm 5'7" and I can fit in it. So it can be used as a poncho. It can be used as a lean-to. You can make shelter out of this with the supplied materials. A lot of uses for this. You also get an emergency blanket, which reflects your heat back onto you. So that takes care of your emergency shelter portion of it. Again, the other kits came with char cloth. I'm a believer in, if you give a man a fish for a day, he eats for a day. If you teach him how to fish, he eats forever. So basically, here's an Altoids tin that allows you to make your own char cloth. The other kits, I made the char cloth for you and packaged it up. But what happened is the citronella, this jute twine that was dipped in citronella, would melt and get all over the char cloth. Customers weren't happy. It's just too hot out here to do that. So the stuff that I keep in my pack, and actually I'm kind of getting away from dipping these in wax because this is cheap, it is consumable, and it does burn faster without having the wax on it. But you can get a lot of fires out of a small little piece like that, and you just basically pull it apart, give it more surface area, hit it with that fire steel or ferrocerium rod, and poof, it lights right up. I'm going to keep the other videos up where I show how to do that. If you want to dip these in wax, I recommend doing it. if you want to. So let's empty this Altoids tin. A lot of stuff crammed in here. Of course, it's not coming out easy because we're on video. So let's stick with fire for now, and then we'll talk about other stuff. So you do get this little pouch. It comes with 5 quick tinders and a lighter. It comes with wet tinder, which can be lit when it's wet or in a damp environment. You get the jute twine, and you get a magnifying lens. The magnifying lens, I have started fires with this. It's 5 times magnification. You can also pasteurize your water with this. Get it up to 140 degrees, and you can pasteurize water with it. When I build a fire, I like to use things, if I'm not in a hurry and it's not that, I'm not deep into my survival situation yet, it's my first day, I'm going to try to use things that I don't have to replace. I can find brush, twigs, and try to start a fire without using up my consumables first. So anyway, there's your fire starting. You also get matches with that. I'm not a big fan of matches, but they don't take up much space. There's a lot of them in here. Also, you can dip these in clear nail polish to make them waterproof. That's a little trick. But they're in a waterproof container. So you get lighter, ferrocerium rod, matches, tinder, on and on and on. Water, let's talk about water purification. Several ways to purify water. You've got a container, the waterproof bag. You can use your aluminum foil, which I love aluminum foil. There's a lot of things you can do with aluminum foil. Anyway, you can make a bowl out of it, you can cook with it, on and on and on. One of these tablets you'd put into your quart container or your little bag, wait 15 minutes, and you get 4 of these. Navigation. Navigation, you get a button compass. Again, you don't get the big base plate compass anymore. It was impractical for this type of kit. Basically how this works, you put it in the palm of your hand, you put the bubble in the center, and it gives you the general direction. In my listing, that teaches you several of many ways of how to find north. You stick in the ground, follow the shadow, east and west. If it's at nighttime, Big Dipper. Just read the listing. There's a lot of ways to find your direction. So you do get a button plate compass. It doesn't take up much room. It's really light. It's better than trying to magnetize a needle with silk. So, signaling. Signaling. I like this light. These were chosen by. I chose these because it does have the permanent on, but it also has the momentary on and off for signaling or concealment. So I like those. If I was in a tactical situation, you can take off the stuff that makes noise. You can take off the key ring and use paracord. Paracord doesn't make noise. Metal does. Continuing with signaling. The other base plate compass, I liked it at first because it did have the signal mirror and the compass built in. But you get a button plate, base or a little small button compass here, but on your whistle you also get a compass, so you get 2 compasses, and that's plenty for a survival situation. So for signaling, this is 95% reflective Mylar. It works great. We've tested this. We've gone out about 5 miles and signaled back to base camp. It works great. It can be used as a mirror for hygiene. It can be used for if you're by yourself for medical emergencies, to get a thorn out of your butt. Anyway, it's really reflective. It's just like a mirror. It won't crack or shatter. It doesn't take up any room because it's built into the lid of your Altoids. I love the idea. It works great. I think it's ingenious. So that's signaling. Your light is signaling. Your whistle. I don't want to whistle aloud, the crew's sleeping, but it comes with a thermometer. These are cheap, but I like them. You can always upgrade your kit in the future with the better items. These are the bottom to middle of the range, but for the price you're paying, it's a great deal. It takes a lot of time to put these together. To get a thermometer, I wish that the thermometer would go up to 140, 150 degrees. It only goes to 120. That way you could actually keep it in your water. When it gets to 140, you know it. But anyway, it's a whistle. It comes with a magnifying lens. I haven't tried to start a fire with this thing. I doubt it would do it. I haven't even tried. But you get another magnifying lens. That's 5 times, which I know works because I've used it a bunch of times. But anyway, so you have signaling, utility to make your shelter. You get 50 feet of paracord, and there are 7 strands in this paracord with the outer shell. So that is 400 feet of cordage. Things I like to take with me are things that are hard to reproduce. Dave Canterbury has a really nice series out. It's like the 10 C's, I think he calls it. But anyway, like cutting tool, cordage, I don't know, but you can research that. But things that are hard to reproduce. I don't know how to make cordage, so I have to take it with me. I don't know how to make a knife, so I have to take a knife with me. So the things that are hard to replace in the field, just take with you. Snare wire, obviously to make snares. You can use this for your shelter. You can use it to make a handle so you don't burn yourself over the fire when you're cooking. There's all kinds of things you can do with snare wire. This is a 20 thousandths safety wire for aviation, and stainless steel, so it'll never corrode. Zip ties. Everybody knows what zip ties are. What's cool about these, the reason why I chose these, you get I think 5 or 6 of them, is that they're reusable. You push down on the tab and you can use them. Everybody has used the zip ties where, oh man, I messed it up, so you have to cut it, it's worthless, it's broke. These you can actually reuse. So on your poncho you can put a rock in it, tie a zip tie around it, and use that as your anchor point around your poncho without having to poke a hole in it. And then when you're done, just push it down, slide it off, reuse it again. Duct tape. Everybody knows what duct tape is. This is the Gorilla Tape. It's really thick. I highly recommend it. I wrap this around race cars. This has held transmissions up before. So this stuff is really, really good stuff. So it's expensive. You get about 8-10 feet of it. It's really good stuff. You get first aid. There was not a first aid kit included in your pack. This is Celox. It coagulates your blood. If you get a big cut, you can sprinkle this on it, and it clogs it up. You can also put super glue or Dermabond or any other type of stuff. There's enough room in the pack. Since I took out that stupid base plate compass, you can actually put 4x4s in your pack. So in my kit that I carry with me every day, I have super glue in there, that quick super glue. It's been used a long time. I am not a medical professional, so use at your own risk. But this stuff is good stuff. This was recommended to me. So Celox clots blood fast. That is the kit. Here are some instructions on how to make things with permission from Adventure Medical. The biggest thing in a survival situation is to keep a good head on your shoulders, stay calm, and just prioritize what you need to do. Medical, shelter, water. You can go a long time without food. But anyway, that is the kit. I hope I didn't forget anything, because I don't know how to edit video. But thank you for watching, and thank you for your interest. If you have any questions, give me a call. I'm going to leave the other videos up. I actually show how to make a fire just right here on this desk, as a matter of fact, in the other video. So, thank you for watching, and thank you for your interest. Have a great day.